Happy Halloween. Welcome back to Leon the King TV. Let's Talk Wrestling. It's Let's Talk Wrestling on Leon the King TV. Got my Miles Morales gimmick going on right now while I'm repping the ECW Championship title. Classic ECW Championship title that I just purchased. And shout out to y'all if y'all saw that YouTube short. But, yeah. Happy Halloween. I know y'all doing some party. Well, y'all party. A lot of adults, y'all partied over the weekend. And then a lot of the trick-or-treaters are coming out. The kids are doing trick-or-treating today and having little parties or festivities or whatever. I still ain't missing a pumpkin patch this year. But, happy Halloween to everybody. Hold on one second. Yes, happy Halloween. It's Leon the King TV. Let's Talk Wrestling. And we back today. We talking about it. Yeah, man, we just talking about it. Let's kind of discuss some things. Hold on. Okay. We kind of discussing some things. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I gotta fix my mic and everything, but yeah. What up, y'all? Leon the King TV. I said a million times in the intro. But we're gonna jump right in talking to the topics today. Hope y'all got a safe, happy Halloween. Y'all having fun. Dressing up who you gonna be for Halloween this year. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and in the comment section, tell me your plans for Halloween. But make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. Whatever you do, please hit that subscribe button. But, you know, today we talking about it. We got Mercedes Mone, snaps our fan at Comic-Con, Sting's retirement. Pro Wrestling Insider's 250 top female wrestlers, and Rhea Ripley makes that list, and we're going to be talking about it today. Some stuff, so here we go. Shoot, where can I find this? Here we go. Mercedes Mone was at New York City Comic-Con a couple weeks ago. She had a Toy Story Woody outfit on while signing autographs at a booth table. And a fan apparently walked up to her and asked, I don't want to call him a mark. I don't think he was a mark at all. But he walks up to her and goes, what was the reason for you leaving you and Naomi as a tag team, putting down the tag titles and leaving WWE for creative differences? And she said, basically, is that the reason why I left for creative differences and all this stuff? And on this video, she goes the hell off on this fan who asked her this question. She's going off. Somebody's recording it and she's going off. I don't know if he probably was the one recording it. Somebody at the booth was recording it, the video, but she was going off. And she told him, keep reading your little fantasy books and having the attitude. I've heard this from other content creators, and I've heard this before. And wrestling journalists, but I've heard Sasha Banks has that side to her. She is very Mercedes Mone is very conniving. I've heard she's very rude. She's very self-centered, stuck up. Hey, I'm not bashing her, but this is just things I've heard. Again, this is coming from a hardcore Mercedes Mone, aka Sasha Banks fan. Love her work in WWE. Love what she's doing now currently in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Her being a New Japan Pro Wrestling Women's Champion. She was out on injury, but then she's come back to it, and then she also... I'm looking forward to see if she signs a contract with All Elite Wrestling, with AEW. So I'm looking forward to see if she signs that All Elite Wrestling contract with Tony Khan. But like I said, I'm a big fan of hers, and when you see your heroes act this way, it can shock you a little bit. I wasn't shocked because I knew for a little while that this is kind of her personality and her attitude, but this is her personality, and I kind of knew that. And there's nothing wrong with it. We're all human. If you ask a question, if I was in her shoes and you asked me a question, I probably would be heated too, depending upon my mood. Depending upon my mood and how I basically would take that question, my response to that question. So yeah, it's we're all human. Mercedes Moné is human, but like you said, it's how you feel about it, the way you approach me as a fan, and me being a celebrity and as a professional wrestler. I mean, I know this. Fans pay money to see professional wrestlers. Yep. Fans pay money to see wrestlers. So this man paid his money and wanted to get an autograph from Mercedes Moné, and asked the wrong question, and she flipped off, as being Sasha Banks per usual. So shout out to Mercedes Moné for going off on that mark. I'm just playing, y'all. But like I said, she's human. You gotta think about that. Wrestlers, celebrities, they're human at the end of the day. What they put their bodies through is amazing, but they're humans at the end of the day. They do this to make money, feed their families, and entertain us. So they go out and they entertain us, and that's the thing. These professional wrestlers do that. So we gotta respect these athletes and what they do. But again, maybe it's the way you asked the question that probably gave her the response she got to go off on the fan the way she did. Maybe she didn't feel like it. Maybe she had a rough day. Maybe something had happened. Maybe she got tired of people talking about it in the media. Because if you look at the dirt sheets and all this stuff, the media and these vlogs and wrestling content creators and journalists, they all know Fightful Select and Sean Ross Sapp and all of that. They put that stuff out there. And when you're hearing so much in the media, it can be a little overwhelming, and you get irritated and tired of hearing people approach you talking about, why did you leave WWE? All these marks. Why did you leave WWE? There was a reason she probably left WWE, and that was her decision, and I'm proud of her decision to go for something better for her life and her career. So I don't blame her. I don't blame her for leaving WWE if it was creative decision, or if it was something other, if it was another reason. I'm happy that she left for the better. So that's what happened with Mercedes Moné. She went off on this dude at New York City and NYCC at New York City Comic Con, and that's what happened. So yeah, shout out to Mercedes Moné. I'm a big fan. He deserved it. He deserved it. Yeah. LA Knight. Yeah. Okay, here we go. NXT Halloween Havoc was also night one. They do like WrestleMania night 1, night 2. NXT Halloween Havoc was kicked off last Tuesday, and night is tonight. So this is the second night of Halloween Havoc. Night 2 of Halloween Havoc. NXT Halloween Havoc is tonight. There were some great matches. I love Halloween Havoc. I'm a big fan of Halloween Havoc, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. NXT is doing great with their roster. I'll get into that at some point. But yeah, NXT Halloween was good. It was off the chain. That's the old word they used to say. Old school should say that. I'm a new school, but old school should say that. But it was off the chain, I guess. It was lit. We say now in this generation it was lit. So it was lit. It was a lit show. Roxanne Perez in that Freddy Krueger outfit for Halloween. I'm sorry, bro. I love me some Roxanne Perez. I just do. I got a crush on her. Big crush on Roxanne Perez. But yeah, she had that outfit on. We also got Shotzi and another woman hosting NXT Halloween Havoc. Shotzi Blackheart was Pinhead. Shotzi was also she dressed up as Edward Scissorhands, which right here looks badass. But yeah, I love the outfit. I love what she was doing. I loved it. It was amazing. I love the Edward Scissorhands look she had. So yeah, I enjoyed it. But NXT Halloween Havoc was dope. Tonight we're getting Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship rematch from NXT No Mercy. You know I'm a big Carmelo Hayes fan. Y'all know I support my black homies, my black brothers in wrestling. I'm a big actor and fan of black men in professional wrestling. I just am, because you don't see, like, there's a time you didn't see a ton of us. So I love seeing that black representation in professional wrestling. Black men and black women. You know, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Mercedes Mone, Sasha Banks. I love seeing black representation in wrestling. Trinity Fatu with Impact Wrestling. You know, she was the Impact Women's Champion. So like the TNA Women's Champion. Knockouts Champion or whatever. I don't know if they still call it the Women's or Knockouts title because I haven't seen Impact in a while. But anyway, but yeah, Trinity Fatu. I just love seeing black women. Willow Nightingale. Ember Moon, aka Athena. I love seeing black representation in wrestling. I also love seeing black men. You know, I'm a big Cedric Alexander fan. I'm a big Bobby Lashley fan. I think Cedric Alexander needs a push. I like Ricochet. I love Bobby. Since I started watching wrestling, I was a big Bobby Lashley fan. For years, I've been a Bobby Lashley fan. I love Bobby Lashley. I think he's one of the most underrated wrestlers. So I'm all for seeing black representation in wrestling. And I love seeing Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, these young cats in NXT doing it. But like you said, I sound so old school saying young cats. But anyway, I love these old school cats. I mean, these new cats. I'm mixing up my words. These new cats in NXT coming up. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Wesley. I think these guys are super talented, and I want to see them get brought up to the main roster soon. But, you know, even though I'm a big Carmelo Hayes fan, I think I kind of want to see Ilya Dragunov pick the victor tonight and still be NXT champion. We just put the title on him at No Mercy, so I would like, at the Premium Live event, so I would like to see Dragunov still be NXT champion tonight, hopefully defeating Carmelo Hayes. Even though I'm still, shout out to Carmelo, I'm a big Carmelo Hayes fan, but like you said, I like Dragunov. I do though. I want to see him. He's good in the ring. He kind of shocked me and surprised me of how excellent he is in that ring. So I want to see him still be NXT champion, in my opinion. Got some more AEW news. But yeah, Halloween Havoc is tonight. Make sure y'all check that out. NXT Halloween Havoc. On to some AEW news. AEW Collision this week. We got, I'm going to say it like this. We got MJF versus Kenny Omega on a Saturday. We got MJF and Kenny Omega on Saturday on Collision. Wow. Because is this a AEW Full Gear match, or is this more of a Tony Khan? You know, we know he's not the best at booking all the time, but you usually would put him this match on the Saturday. I think that's cool. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I just think that's something they probably could have built up towards. But hey, he challenged them. He wanted to challenge MJF at a match on Collision. I'm not sure if it was for the AEW. I didn't watch the match. I didn't watch Collision this past week, but I'm sure it was. I'm not sure if it was for the AEW World Championship or it was just a regular match. But I have to see. I have to see if it was a regular match or a championship, or if the title was defended. Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, we got this match. I'm pretty sure. I still gotta yet watch it. I'm pretty sure it was a banger, and I want to check it out. So yeah. But yeah, we literally got this match out of nowhere. I'm shocked that we got this match out of nowhere. But yeah, man, that's what's going on. For those that you don't know, I know a lot of the wrestling world did know. But a couple weeks ago on AEW, I believe Sting had announced retirement. Sting announced his retirement, and I believe he wants to retire at the next year's AEW pay-per-view, Revolution 2024, I believe. At Revolution, Sting would like to retire. And, man, you guys know, like, I'm a Sting mark. I'm a Sting fan. And, like, the thing is, I wouldn't call myself a mark, but I'm a Sting fan. And it's like, Sting to me is probably one of the greatest legends in wrestling. He's been doing this since the 80s, since WCW. He was in, come on, he's been in WCW. He was in WCW forever. He went to TNA Impact Wrestling. He went to WWE. Had a short run in WWE thanks to Seth Rollins. Then he also went to, he's now with All Elite Wrestling, AEW. So you look at all those promotions he's been in, he's still going. Just like his line, his slogan, what he says. One thing for sure about Sting is nothing is for sure. I think that's what he says. But like you said, Sting is great. I wonder if he's great. He can go to, he's wrestled around the world, won championship titles, main evented pay-per-views, faced all the biggest names, most of the biggest names in wrestling, except The Undertaker, which is one of my dream matches. But like you said, he's a former WCW World Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. He's a former TNA champion. He was in WWE, All Elite Wrestling. I mean, come on. Come on. The franchise, the vigilante, the icon, the stinger, Sting. He's great, man. Like, bruh, Sting that. I'm just playing. But anyway, Sting is dope, bruh. And bruh, like, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I made a post on Facebook a while back saying, who do you think is better? Who had a better run in their career, Sting or The Undertaker? And for me, it was Sting. As great as Undertaker is, Sting has the greatest run in wrestling. Let's be honest. He's had a greater run than Ric Flair. The Nature Boy, he's had a greater run than The Undertaker. He's had a greater run. He's had a better run in his career than a lot of legends. He's had a much better run than Hulk Hogan. I'm serious. Y'all wrestling fans gonna be mad at me. He's had a better run than Hulk Hogan. He's had a better run. I'm a fan too. But anyway, he's had a better run than The Rock. He's had a better run than Shawn Michaels. He can go out there and say, while y'all getting older and retiring, I'm going to get old and still be relevant and mentor this young generation into wrestling. And a lot of other guys haven't done that like he has. Triple H retired before Sting retired. Undertaker retired before Sting's retired. Ric Flair retired before Sting's retired. Shawn Michaels retired before Sting retired. Booker T retired before Sting retired. Batista retired before Sting retired. And y'all saying that all those guys you think all those guys got a better run than Sting? That's crazy. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy. That's very crazy. Sting has had the greatest run in professional wrestling, whether you like it or not. He's had the greatest run in professional wrestling, and y'all just don't even want to agree. Let's see this, man. Sting wants to retire at Revolution next year. And, hey, it's going to be sad, but it is what it is. He's getting old. He's like almost in his mid-60s, or early in mid-60s, somewhere in his 60s. But come on, man. I think it's time to hang it up. I think it's time to hang the boots up. It's time to say, hey, I did my thing. Do the last Stinger splash. Hit somebody with the last Scorpion Death Drop. Or Stinger Death Drop or whatever. And like you said, Sting is great, man, but I think he's reached that peak. He's reached that point in his career. Him mentoring Darby Allin. You know, the question is, which opponent would you like to see Sting face? I would like to see him go against Darby Allin, and Darby turns on Sting and they get to work a feud. I would like to see Sting versus Penta. I would like to see Sting versus Chris Jericho. I think Sting versus Jericho would be a great match to close out his career. Definitely not Ric Flair, even though Ric Flair showed up on AEW last week. And I guess that was Tony Khan's surprise to Sting. But anyway, who cares to see Ric Flair's old ass on AEW? But anyway, like you said, forgive me my language, but that's just me. But yeah, man, like, I kind of feel like, you know, to be honest, who would be the opponent? Who would be the right opponent for Sting is really the question. I mean, you know, I feel like, to be honest, Jericho would be perfect. You know, I think Jericho would be excellent. Give me 1 second. Okay. I don't know why this. But yeah, man, like, who is the opponent? Like I said, I think Darby Allin would be good. I think him versus Penta would be cool. I think him versus Chris Jericho. Definitely not him versus MJF. Definitely not him versus Adam Cole, Hangman Adam Page. None of those guys. No Powerhouse Hobb, no Swerve Strickland. I think if you close out Sting's last match, why not do an iconic match with another WCW guy like Chris Jericho? Two WCW wrestlers who never faced each other before. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. Book that match, Tony Khan. If you want to have Sting's last match at Revolution next year, book it against Chris Jericho. That makes sense. Speaking of AEW and WWE and all this, AEW star Jade Cargill's officially signed the contract. She's with WWE. But the thing that I want to see is, she showed up on NXT Halloween Havoc last week. And I said this, if Jade Cargill debuts on a show, the perfect show I think Jade Cargill should be is on NXT. Not Raw, not SmackDown. Jade Cargill needs to be on NXT and continue to build her career up and build more of a name for herself being on NXT. That's what I think. And the reason why Jade Cargill, in my opinion, give me 1 second. I agree. You know, I think Jade Cargill, like I said, Jade Cargill should be on NXT. I think that she's already known, and that's the thing. She's already known as a big name in the wrestling world from being the TBS champion, former TBS champion in AEW. However, I feel like hardcore WWE fans still need to get to know more of her. And I feel like if you put her on and you skyrocket her as soon as she gets on Raw or SmackDown, and she gets on the main roster, and you instantly make her the biggest face of the women's division in WWE, then it's gonna kind of be like random all of a sudden. So I feel like it's better to have her be on a brand like NXT, where she can have matches against like Roxanne Perez, Becky Lynch, the NXT Women's Champion. That makes a lot of sense. You could have her face, who NXT's Women's Division, all those names. Shotzi. She could face. I totally forgot NXT's Women's Division, to be honest with you. But like you said, I mean, well, let's check it out. Some of the women on NXT she could face. She could face Cora Jade. She could face, who's on that roster? She could face let me see, Amari Miller, Ariana Grace. She could face Blair Davenport. She could face Cora Jade. She could face Elektra Lopez, Fallon Henley, Gigi Dolan, Nikita Lyons, Laya Valkyrie, Lola Vice, Roxanne Perez, Tiffany Stratton, Valentina Feroz, Wendy Cho. These are names that she could face on NXT. NXT has a good women's division. If you're going to bulk up and build up NXT's women's division, put Jade Cargill on there. She was a great addition for NXT. I personally rather see Jade on NXT, in my opinion. Because her versus Blair Davenport, that's a match right there. Jade Cargill versus Blair Davenport, that is a match. Of course we all want to see her on the main roster. We want to see her either go to the Raw brand or the SmackDown brand. Whether she's wrestling on Monday nights or Friday nights, we still want to see her get in that ring on the main roster. Her and Raquel Rodriguez, that would be a great match. Two stallions going at it. I would love to see that. I would love to see Nia Jax. Her versus Nia Jax. I'm not a Becky Lynch fan. Her and Becky still would be good. I'm not a Becky Lynch fan at all. But, yeah, you throw her at Tamina. You have her face, if we ever see Tamina, you have her face Candice LeRae. You have her face, Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Her versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. We all know Bianca and Jade is going to have that match at some point. Whether they do it at WrestleMania 40 next year or whether they do it at another Premium Live event or whatever. But I still believe they're building up. I think they're going into next year, they're going to build up Charlotte versus Jade. I do see that happening. And that's another Stallion versus Stallion match I want to see. Charlotte versus Jade. I want to see that cat fight. But the reality is, I'm just playing. But yeah, man, that's going to be dope. I would love to see Jade go one-on-one against Charlotte at WrestleMania. That would be good. I wouldn't mind seeing it, and I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Jade versus Bianca Belair. That's definitely the one. I've always said if it goes to any promotion, the match at some point I want to see in wrestling is Mercedes Moné versus Jade Cargill. That's the match right there. That's what I want to see. Because, I'm a huge I'm a huge Mercedes Moné fan. But like I said, that's the match I want to see. But again, I think starting off, I think she'd be great and perfect on NXT. I really do. I really do. But yeah, I think she should be on NXT. Here we go. So next, there we have it. Um, John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. John Cena versus Solo Sikoa at Crown Jewel last week have been announced and is officially booked for this Saturday's premium live event, Crown Jewel, in Saudi Arabia, in Crown Jewel. But I mean, honestly, this gonna be a good match, bro. This is gonna be a very good match. Cena versus Solo. I mean, come on, man. You're talking about John Cena. You're talking about the GOAT. You're talking about one of the greatest of all time. So SmackDown, they be calling him in WWE the GOAT, the greatest of all time. John Cena's the man, man. He's the Hulk Hogan of this generation. But John Cena versus Solo Sikoa, look at the accomplishments. Cena is a 16, almost 17-time WWE champion. He's almost close to breaking Ric Flair's record. He's a former World Heavyweight Champion, former WWE Champion, 16-time WWE Champion, former United States Champion, former one half of the WWE Tag Team Champion. Come on, man. You talking about all these accomplishments, bruh. Main event at WrestleManias. Faced all the biggest names of wrestling. Won two Royal Rumbles. Come on, man. It's John Cena. That promo he cut a couple weeks ago on SmackDown was amazing. I like even this past Friday night's promo with Solo and Paul Heyman. That was pretty good too. But like you said, this is going to be Solo Sikoa's first single match in the premium live event. So really, for Solo, this is a big match. This is a big match for Solo's career as a like a John Cena. A former WWE champion like John Cena. You're going against a former WWE champion. So this is actually good. I think Solo and Cena are going to have a great match. Who I want to see get the victory? I want to see Cena get this victory. I'm a Solo fan. I love the Bloodline. I love what they've done. I love the Bloodline saga, as us fans call it. But like I said, Cena, come on, bro. Like Cena winning this match makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. It just does. This is gonna be a banger. This is gonna be one of my favorite matches on the card for this Saturday at Crown Jewel. It's gonna be a fun premium live event, and I'm excited to see this match. I love the taking the back for the rest of the year booked. This is amazing. Taking a break from Hollywood and movies and coming back home to I think him coming back was perfect, especially after this past summer, the shocking news of the Bray Wyatt passing, the passing of our loved favorite wrestler Bray Wyatt. But like you said, him being back on SmackDown, it definitely lines up things after the passing of Bray Wyatt. But I love the fact that Cena being back is just amazing. I love it. He's on SmackDown like every week. We're seeing him booked. And I think this is great. We're seeing him compete. And like you said, him facing Solo, this is a big match for Solo's career. It really is. Like, bruh, this is a serious match for Solo's career. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. Cena definitely got to pick up the victory. Do you think we'll see shenanigans with Jimmy Uso getting involved? Because if Jimmy gets involved, Jay's going to get involved. And I think what's going to happen is it's going to lead to a tag match or some kind of match at Survivor Series. But I think a tag match is going to happen where we get Cena teaming up with Jay to take on Solo and Jimmy. And I think that's going to happen at some point on one of the weekly shows. But yeah, or even at a live event or a house show that could happen. But like you said, I think, I don't know, I don't want to see Jimmy or Jay get involved in this match, to be honest. I don't want to see Jimmy, I don't want to see outside interferences, no run-ins or attacks or anything. I just want to see Cena and Solo in that ring one-on-one. That's what I want to see. That's the match that I want to see. But yeah, this is going to be a big match, and I'm excited to check it out. and I'm a fan of both of these guys. Honestly, I love what their work do. I love what Solo's doing. He's a former NXT North American champion. But come on, man, this is gonna be a banger match. Cena and Solo was perfect booking. I think they're supposed to be booked. It's rumored that they're supposed to be booked for a match at Royal Rumble next year, which I would love to see again. So I would love to see a part 2 of this match. But yeah, man, I'm excited for Crown Jewel, and I want to see this match Saturday. I really do. So last but not least, Randy Orton is rumored to be returning to WWE soon, television soon. He should be back on WWE TV. We all know he's been going since that injury last year from the Bloodline, back in 2022 last year. But like I said, I'm ready to see Orton back. I miss him. It's been almost a whole year that he's been out now. Yeah, he's been going since it was last spring of last year. He's been out of action, or somewhere around that time he's been out of action. But like I said, I'm ready to see him get back in the ring. I miss him. That was last year in WWE. I'm seeing him back this year, hopefully. Or if we wait to see him at Royal Rumble, we may wait to see him at the Royal Rumble. That would be good too. But I honestly would like to see him back. Maybe at Survivor Series. And y'all can stop with these CM Punk rumors, because that man ain't gonna show up at Survivor Series, no time soon. But anyway, I think that CM Punk, why am I saying Phil Brooks? Anyway, not talking about CM Punk, talking about Randy Orton. Randy Orton could show up at Survivor Series, but how I would book it though, as a plan B instead of a plan A, I would have Orton return in the Royal Rumble, maybe possibly win the Royal Rumble. If not winning the Royal Rumble, whether it's Cody Rhodes or it's him, what I was going to say is Randy could either be return in the Royal Rumble, win the match, and then challenge. He's not going to challenge Rollins, but he should challenge Reigns, because remember, the Bloodline is the reason that Orton's been out this whole time. Almost a whole year he's been off from that injury. He wants to come back and kick ass for getting that injury and being out of action for a year. Orton's gonna just come back and not feud with the Bloodline makes no sense. So you gotta have him come back to feud with the Bloodline. The last two men standing in the Royal Rumble ring definitely should be Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton throws Cody over the top rope, but Cody still wants to shot at Roman. So if they want to if the rumor is at WrestleMania 40 next year, at the main event of Mania 40, they want to do Cody versus Roman again, part 2, and Cody finishes the story. I think it would be cool to see former Legacy, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase Jr., the former Legacy, two of Legacy's members in the ring together in a triple threat match. What I'm saying is Cody and Randy can fight for a spot the main event to face Roman. What you do is you have a triple threat match to main event Mania next year, where it's Roman, Cody, and Orton for the WWE Undisputed titles. And that's what I think should happen. And main event WrestleMania with a triple threat match. That would be perfect. They could go that route where you do Cody, Randy, and Orton all for the title. Roman, Randy, and Cody in triple threat for the Undisputed title. It makes perfect sense. It makes, for the Undisputed Universal Championship, it makes perfect sense for them to main event that match. I don't think we're going to see Randy in the main event. To be honest, I don't want to see Randy in the main event of Mania, but that would be a smart way to book. It'd be a smart way to book for sure. But they are saying speculation, even from Triple H, that the former WWE champion this week could be making a return to Survivor Series next month. He could come back at Survivor Series. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the Viper, the former WWE champion, former World Heavyweight champion, should be making his return soon, and we will see the Legend Killer, Randy Orton, return. But yeah. And something else I wanted to talk about. We know, okay. Give me one quick second. Anyway, I'll try to put a picture of Rhea Ripley. But anyway, the PWI 250 list came out a couple weeks ago. Pro Wrestling Insider, I know I'm a little late, but I'm reporting this. Pro Wrestling Insider 250 reported, and here's their list of the top female pro wrestlers, top female wrestlers of 2023, and this is PWI's list. The number one on the list is WWE's very own the WWE World Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. She was on the cover of the magazine. She basically she's part of the 250 list. At number two, I mean, I'll say Rhea Ripley definitely deserves to be on that list for sure. She definitely deserves to be on that list. She's the face of female wrestling right now. She's the hottest thing. She's the China. She is the China of this era in wrestling. Disagree with me, argue with me if you want. Rhea Ripley is the China of this generation, this era in wrestling today. Gilia at number two. Number three, Bianca Belair. I'm happy. I don't think Bianca Belair she did at all. I don't think that, I hear some people saying, oh, she got snubbed, she got cheated from being in the number one spot. She's on the list. She's number three. But this wasn't her biggest year this year. Rhea Ripley, this is Rhea Ripley's year for sure. Number four, Jamie Hayter. Number five, Tam Nakano. Number six, my girl, Athena, aka Ember Moon. Number seven, Deonna Purrazzo from TNA. Number 8, Willow Nightingale from AEW All Wrestling. Number 9, Camille. Number 10, Jordan Grace. Number 11, Asuka. Number 12, Toni Storm. Number 13, Masha Slamovich. Number 14, Jade Cargill. Number 15, Roxanne Perez. Number 16, Kairi. Number 17, Maya Yamashita. Number 18, Chris Statlander. Number 19, Mizuki at 20. We got Saya Kamitani. 21, Charlotte Flair. 22, Ronda Rousey. 23, Trinity Fatu. 25, Tiffany Stratton. 26, Taya Valkyrie. 27, Mickie James. 28, Hikaru Shida. 29, Becky Lynch. Number 30, Mayu Atwani. 31, Suzu Suzuki. 32, Nicole Matthews. The list goes on and on. 35 is you. 34 is Alex Windsor. 36 is Baker D&D, 37 Sayuri, 38 Liv Morgan, 41 Bailey. Come on, man. This is a great list. This is a perfect list. It's a perfect list. It's just a perfect list. But yeah, we got Rhea Ripley in the #1 spot, and that is your women for the PWI top 50 250 female wrestlers of 2023. I ain't gonna read the whole list because it's a long list, but I will say my girl Blair Davenport made number 131 on that list. Rhea Ripley's #1. Bianca Belair is #3. Jamie Hayter is #4. Athena is 6. Deonna Purrazzo is at #7 right down the list. This is a great PWI list. So yeah, this is great. This is perfect. This is perfect. But like we said, y'all, this is Leon the King TV. Let's talk wrestling. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Happy Halloween. Be safe. Stay blessed. Love God. Love people. Love your friends. Hug and kiss the family. You know, the people you love, the people you care about. Have fun. Love life. Be happy, man. We doing this. We rising to the top. We getting rich. Getting money. We living our lives. Love God, though. Put God first in everything you do. But like I said, this is Leon the King TV. We talk everything in the world of pro wrestling. Not just we talk about everything in the world of pro wrestling. We talk WWE, MLW, AEW, All Elite Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, TNA Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, indies, indie promotions, anything, man. You know, we talk everything in the world of pro wrestling. And I love wrestling over here. We love wrestling. This is Leon the King TV. This is our channel, Leon the King TV. Subscribe to Leon the King TV. Let's talk wrestling. But subscribe to Leon the King TV. We are doing another episode of Hollywood Real Talk this week. Make sure you stay up tonight for another episode of Hollywood Real Talk. Tonight we are doing a new episode of Hollywood Real Talk. Check it out. Talk about everything in the world of celebrities, entertainment, pop culture. Actors, music, film, movies, TV, television, everything. Reality stars, celebrities. We are talking everything in the world of Hollywood and entertainment and media. We're talking about it. We're talking about celebrities. It's Leon the King TV, Hollywood Real Talk. We're talking about that, and that's a new episode tonight. Between maybe tonight or tomorrow. I don't want to promise it, but it may be around that time. But a new episode for Leon the King TV, Hollywood Real Talk is this week. I am starting a new show. I'm going to do inspirational talk. Then we're going to also do a new show called Hip Hop Life. Hip Hop Life and discussions on Leon the King TV. I am going to do Leon the King TV morning wrestling, that morning wrestling talk. We are still doing WWE fantasy booking on Leon the King TV. We're still trying to do more fantasy booking episodes. Leon the King TV, Let's Talk Wrestling fantasy booking. We got that coming on the channel. But yeah, make sure you stay tuned for Hollywood Real Talk. But like you said, this is your host, Alec Adair, Leon the King TV. I'm your host, Alec Adair. Once again, Leon the King TV. Let's talk wrestling. I'm your host. Stay blessed and we out.